Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. For today's topic, we'll be talking about the top 10 foods to avoid after 50. As early as possible, we want to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Being healthy means avoiding or preventing health complications in the future. However, it's hard to resist certain foods as the majority of them have their appeal. If we want to be healthy, we need to understand that specific foods can have a detrimental effect on our bodies. Especially for people at the age of 50, some health complications due to your diet can be difficult to reverse. It's important to know which foods can put you at risk, since this age is at a higher risk for diseases such as cancer, hypertension, and many more. Today, we'll discuss the top 10 foods to avoid after 50 for a healthier body. We'll add substitutes for you so you can have replacements for your favorite flavors. Before we head straight into the video, remember to leave a like and subscribe for more nutritional videos like this. Let's get started. Fried foods. Fast food takeout is called that because of how convenient and how quick it is to get. Often this type of food is prepackaged and ready to fry for easy consumption. While convenient, eating these foods every day can lead to health complications such as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and obesity. Fried foods are high in unhealthy, saturated fats, salt, and calories. They also are heavier and tend to stick around in the stomach for longer periods, which can lead to indigestion and heartburn. Studies have revealed that salt and saturated fats are harder to process after the age of 50. Avoiding foods such as fried chicken, pizza takeout, and other fast foods can be challenging, especially with a fast-paced environment that society has developed over the years. But it's important to remember that avoiding this can be good for your health in the long run. The American Heart Association recommends a diet in which only 5 to 6% of calories come from saturated fat. If your daily calorie intake is 2,000 calories, you should only have 120 of those calories, or 2 grams of saturated fat. The best way to avoid fried foods is to replace them with a healthier alternative. Prepping your meals for the week can save you time and money in addition to becoming healthier. You can control the portions you have with a homemade meal so you can feel full and use healthier ingredients for your benefit. Another option is air frying. Air frying has become a popular form of cooking in recent years. You use small amounts of oil and you play around with the temperature to get the texture you want. Soda and sugary drinks. Processed foods have come a long way. They're convenient and easy to store for long periods. But these types of food have a high percentage of sugar, salt, and saturated fats. Soda is high in sugar, which can lead to diseases such as type 2 diabetes. Soda contains a high concentration of sugar and low nutrient content. People 50 and over have trouble digesting and processing soda. Ultra-processed drinks have been shown to increase the risk of cancer. Cutting down processed soda from your diet can improve your overall health. Studies have shown that people who intake sugary drinks and soda daily are more likely to develop liver cancer. It's important to keep your sugar intake to 10% or less of your total calories. For an average 2,000 calorie diet, only 200 calories or 50 grams of added sugar per day. You can drink freshly squeezed juice and use alternative sweeteners such as stevia or raw honey. Decrease in sugar intake can lower your risk of diabetes and obesity and can slow aging. Low-fat foods. Low-fat foods are sold as a healthier alternative, but often these healthy foods are loaded with calories and sugar. Hidden sugars are quite common in pasta sauce, yogurt, granola bars, and instant oatmeal. Too much sugar can put stress on your pancreas and liver, which can increase your blood sugar and triglyceride levels. Limiting your sugar intake can lower your risk of heart disease and diabetes. For women, it's recommended to only take in 25 grams a day, while 36 grams for men. Remember to check the labels for added sugars so you don't accidentally take more than the recommended amount. You can also eat fruit as an alternative, as they are high in fiber and have natural sugars. Alcohol. Drinking alcohol has been known to cause health complications. As we get older, it becomes riskier to overdrink. Overconsumption of alcohol can cause liver damage. Our liver breaks down alcohol to process it, but binge drinking can disrupt your hormonal control mechanisms, which can lead to a fatty liver or alcohol poisoning. Older people are at a greater risk of household accidents and falls. Alcohol is also high in calories, which can make you consume more than the recommended amount for the day. Studies have shown that moderate drinking of red wine can be potentially good for your heart. At the age of 50, people are more prone to dehydration, to which alcohol can impact the body negatively. Certain medications interact poorly with alcohol, making them less effective. They contribute to many health issues like liver disease, heart disease, and kidney disease. The best solution is to cut out alcohol or limit it to 1 drink a day. You can also try mocktails. These are drinks with no alcohol but have the same flavors as cocktails. Red meat. That big, juicy steak can cause damaging effects on your body. Red meat contains saturated fat, which can cause cholesterol buildup. This can lead to heart complications and obesity. Red meat is much harder to digest as we get older. These calories can become fat, which puts you at a greater risk of obesity. You can limit your red meat consumption or replace it with healthier white meat. Chicken and fish are healthier sources of protein and an excellent substitute for red meat. While red meat is a good source of protein and iron, eating it in excess can increase the risk of certain cancers, heart disease, and other health problems. Dairy products. Milk is great. It's what people add to their cereal or oatmeal, but dairy products contain saturated fat. Saturated fat can put you at risk for heart disease. Dietary guidelines for Americans tell us to limit our intake to no more than 10% of our daily calories. For people regularly consuming 2,000 calories a day, 200 calories should be more than enough. Studies have shown that decreased enzyme production results in lactose intolerance among older people. This means that people at the age of 50 may experience indigestion or may have trouble processing dairy. You can use alternatives that have fewer calories, such as goat cheese, or even vegan options such as almond milk. Limiting your intake can also be beneficial for your health. Raw or undercooked eggs, meat, and poultry. A raw, runny yolk can hit the right spot during breakfast, but it's advised for older people to eat fully cooked dishes. Raw foods can often cause food poisoning, as they harbor bacteria when they're not fully cooked. This can trigger indigestion, diarrhea, and sepsis. Older people are at a higher risk of septic shock. Make sure to cook your food at the recommended amount and avoid raw dishes as they may contain salmonella and parasites. Pastries. Dessert has been a debate to many dietitians. But we think the desserts that people should be avoiding are the ones high in sugar. Too much sugar can put you at risk of diabetes and obesity. Avoid desserts like donuts and pastries to help better regulate your weight and blood sugar. You can replace breakfast pastries with high-protein meals as it helps you feel more full and can give you enough energy for the day. But if you want something sweet, fruits and honey are a good replacement. There are plenty of recipes that replace added sugars with healthier ingredients if you still crave them. Processed meat. Cured or processed meats are easy to store. They're often used for ready-to-eat meals, which can save someone a lot of time. But processed foods like these have a high percentage of saturated fat and salt, which can lead to heart disease, stroke, and cancer. Foods like salami, Pepperoni and deli meats are high in sodium, which can lead to hypertension and stroke. Processed meats have been linked to colorectal cancer. While they're not sure what may be the cause, it's theorized that the added preservatives and nitrates may be the reason. Try limiting your consumption of deli meats or replace it with chicken instead. You can also use plain ham or even try vegan options. If your food is lacking flavor, you can try to add different types of herbs and spices instead of using salt. Remember to review the sodium content on nutritional labels to avoid meats high in sodium. Coffee. Drinking coffee without any sugar or milk can be healthy, but at a certain age, caffeine can cause anxiety, heartburn, and insomnia. People at the age of 50 can become more sensitive to caffeine. This can lead to increased blood pressure and gastrointestinal issues. Moderate drinking is recommended, or you can just drink tea instead of coffee as they contain less caffeine. Listening to your body's needs can be beneficial to your overall health. There you have it, the top 10 foods to avoid after 50. I hope this video was helpful. If you learned something today, please don't forget to like and share it with people who could benefit from it. Subscribe for more content like this. We appreciate your support, and we want to keep making more videos like these. Sharing this type of content can help someone have a healthier lifestyle. If you have any healthy food-related questions, or know other foods that we should avoid, leave a comment below. We would love to hear from all of you. Stay tuned for more health tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and see you all in the next video.